tomorrow marks the 10-year anniversary of Operation Iraqi Freedom, which overthrew President Saddam Hussein. The war liberated Iraq from the brutal dictatorship, but one of the legacies has been a mixed economic picture. Iraq is the third largest oil producer in the world, but it's also a curse. Tony Cheng reports.
These are the largest of Iraq's oil fields. Wells and refineries dot the landscape. Geological surveys indicate Iraq could have the largest oil reserves in the world. Inside the city, the oil boom is bearing fruit. The Al Dinar gas station opened only 6 months ago. Now it sells nearly 300,000 litres of petrol every day.
We have so much oil, and I think there will never be any shortages.
But Iraq's oil industry has a major problem. This facility was destroyed by bombing in the first Gulf War in 1991. Like many of Iraq's oil facilities, it suffered from decades of neglect.
After 30 years of war and neglect, Iraq's oil infrastructure is in a terrible condition. Many people estimate to bring it up to full capacity will cost hundreds of billions of dollars.
With Iraq's only major source of revenue coming from oil, this is of major concern to Dr. Hussein al-Shahrastani, the Deputy Prime Minister.
Well, the infrastructure has been totally neglected under the previous regimes, and the damage is enormous. And there is a need to rebuild everything, and that requires tens of billions of dollars.
And there's no shortage of investors, as this event promoting Shell's interests in Basra indicates. The contracts have generally won the support of Iraqi politicians, but MPs are keen to ensure that Iraq doesn't sacrifice too much for the all-important oil sector.
These investment companies will develop our oil sector. We notice that when investment goes into the oil sector, it creates a lot of pollution.
Work is now beginning on relaying pipelines and expanding the capacity of Iraq's oil infrastructure. But it will be some time before ordinary Iraqis start to see the benefit of the extraordinary natural resource that sits beneath their feet. Tony Cheng, CCTV, Basra.